Hey, what's up? What's going on, people? It's the BQF, Black Quarterback Forum. Yours truly, A Dizzle. What's going on? We got one more NBA Finals game after the Pacers blew out the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. So one more game Sunday to see who wins the NBA Finals. And then it's on to football, damn it. Y'all know what time it is. It's on to football. So, I just want to put a little short video out here. I'm gonna be on it hard this year. I'm solo. I'm telling that up front. So anybody that watch the videos, go to my site. It's just me, baby. First year I had a partner. Second year was solo. Wasn't sure if he's gonna come back, but this year I'm 100% sure. It's just me, yours truly, A Dizzle. So I just wanted to say this for a couple of minutes. You know, I went looking at black sites, black NFL sites to talk about quarterback. My shit was coming up number 3. I was like, yeah, okay. I ain't even made no updates because there ain't been shit to talk about, right? I mean, I went to a couple of those other sites and they talking about shit from last year and shit that's happening in the OTAs and all that shit. It's meaningless, okay? Any football player team tell you what we did last year, we won. Nobody hopes the year goes like it just don't happen, okay? So a couple times you did have repeats, Super Bowl champ repeats, but it's not the norm. So I'm hoping another black quarterback wins Super Bowl. Anyway, speaking of which, we got. Now I went to this one website. I ain't gonna mention their name, but they didn't mention Tua. I count Tua as black. Him and Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota look white as hell, but Tua darker than Patrick Mahomes. So I know they're Samoan, but Tua had cornrows in his head a season or two ago. I'm gonna find that picture. I'm gonna post that shit up on my website regularly. But anyway, whether you're counting them or not, it's 16, 17. The only situation we might have in the AFC, Anthony Richardson. I've been reading a lot about him, and he's got that shoulder issue with the throwing arm, and they just gonna sit him down till I believe start a regular training camp coming up here next month in July, or I can't remember what I read now. I read something if he's just gonna sit out all training camp. But Daniel Jones, he's been getting all the reps with the number 1, so he might not be starting. We'll see. But outside of him, well, Shador Sanders ain't gonna start in Cleveland. That's I'm at 10% chance of that, right? Yeah. So, with that said, even if my man Anthony don't start, we at 16. It's even because I'm counting Tua. Like I said, the regular media, they want, what are they gonna keep in this separate little box and shit? You got white guys, black guys, and then Tua and Marcus Mariota. So he's black, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of shit to talk about. We got 17. Oh baby, I'm just looking at the names. Obviously, people like Bryce Young, Kyler Murray, they ain't gonna be playing for no Super Bowl. I'm gonna say that right now, even before fucking season starts. They're not playing for Super Bowl. But as a black man, I'm gonna talk about them all season because they're black quarterbacks. I'm just throwing some of this shit out there early, And whoever starts, whoever Anthony Richardson, if he starts there, they got good defense though. They defense good. They're not going to the Super Bowl either. He's been too erratic and But hey. I love, not that these players I'm about to talk about are going to the Super Bowl, but I love Geno Smith. He's a Raider now. I'm going to get me a Raider Geno Smith. I got the New York Geno Smith because it was cheap. But a Smith is a very common name. And I want a Raider jersey. It might be my one and only chance. So I'm going to get that one for sure. I got several jerseys I want to buy. I ain't got no favorite team. I keep trying to tell people. But in my new job, this is just coincidence, coinky dinky. I interviewed And my person that interviewed me, I ain't gonna mention his name or the name of the company I work for. Very small in the United States, but globally they're big. Anyway, right, you can see it right behind me. I ain't had that TV on though with my lion mascot. It was black, but everybody know that's the Jordan poster, right? Everybody know that. You see that red in there. So we got to talking sports after the interview. Cause he could see it. I mean, you know, I don't even take that into consideration that people can see that shit. You know, it's just I'm at home. Shit, I ain't gonna cover up all my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Anyway, we got to talking sports and first time talking to this dude. I have no idea who he is. Never met him. Been working in this company a month now. But he's a black guy. We were talking sports, and I started getting into telling him what I'm doing. You know, with the black quarterbacks. This dude's a Raven fan. 100. He's straight out of New York though. My man from New York, but he a Raven fan. I tell him, I ain't gonna get the jersey to show him, but I tell him, I said if there's one quarterback I want to win the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna say this shit, it's Lamar Jackson. Now I want all the other black quarterbacks to do well, every last one of them. But if there's one that I really, really want, that's Lamar. And that's why I root for him and the Ravens and any other black team. Now, there's going to be a lot of black quarterbacks play each other. I looked, I think it was the Cowboys schedule. Oof, man. They start off with the Eagles, and then they got like 5 or 6 other black quarterbacks they go ahead. Dak Prescott. So that's $60 million. And I was joking, like, I'm much older, right? Well, I shouldn't say much, but I'm older than the average fan. I'm 60. So we had a show back then called The $6 Million Man. With Lee Majors, Bionic Man, and I knew he making $60 million, not six like 7 times, right? 6 times 7, no 8, no 9, 10. I mean 10. I'm sorry, Jesus, 10 times what Lee Majors as the Bionic Man made. So, were the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl? I don't know. Maybe they got some ballers on their team. But they're in their conference. The Redskins, not the Redskins, I forever call them the Redskins, but the Commanders in Washington. The all-black NFC East with Russ starting off the show in New York. I ain't got no New York Giant jersey. So it's either Russell or my man, Jameis Winston. Either one. And I love Jameis, famous Jameis. I got a lot of options with Jameis. He was in a couple other teams that I ain't got no jersey from. So I'm getting my man over there at the Titans, Cam Ward, because I ain't got no Titan jersey. I'm going to get me a Cam Ward. You got it right. And I ain't got no Brown jersey. I'm going to get me a Shedeur Sanders. How my money come, I'm going to get my jerseys. I'm not sure what's the first one I want to get. I want to get that Raider. I want to, get that Raider, or I want to get that New York. And I ain't hate the Raiders growing up. Actually, the Oakland Raiders, man, we had a lot of friends. A lot of friends in my hometown was Oakland Raiders because they was winning. Okay? I'm a child of the 60s, born in 64. So by 6 years, that's 70. I was hooked on football. But anyway, the Raiders. So, I will definitely be buying 5 or 6 jerseys this season. All black quarterbacks. That's what I do, baby. So, my site, and I gotta tell people, I don't hate the white guys, because in the AFC shit, my man in Cincinnati, and his name will come to me. I got so much going through my mind, my names. Josh Allen and Joe Burrows in Cincinnati, the thing about Cincinnati, right? If you've been following football, they ain't gonna start off like 1-3, 0-4 this year. It's just not gonna happen. They too good of a team. They got Jamar Chase and the other brother out there on that. They ain't gonna. It's just not gonna happen to a good team. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. And I just want to put a little message out there. After this last NBA game, which is Sunday now, it's all football, and I'm gonna be making videos, talking more often. Because my new job, great hours. I work 10 to 7. Monday through Friday, baby. It's beautiful. But NFL's about to be started up in another month. I know all them NFL fans out there can't wait, just like me, baby. We got as far as I'm counting, Richardson gonna start in Indianapolis. So that makes 8 in the AFC, 9 in the NFC. I told y'all, once we get even, and we even. We can drop down to 15, but we even. We just gonna, it's gonna be 20 one day, right? Because if Shador eventually get that job in Cleveland, and everybody else, there's gonna be some rotation. But we there, okay? So this your boy, the BQF, baby, the Black Quarterback Forum. Nobody talks shit about the black quarterback the way I do. I ain't gotta be all professional and this and that. Nigga, you get what you get at my site. Real hardcore data and analysis about the black quarterback in the NFL. Not to overlook the white guys. I just ain't got time to talk about them. Not all 32. Okay? I'll get at y'all. Season starting soon. See you later. That's a peace sign. Peace.